Hello and welcome to our podcast. I am your host Alex, and this season's Sixth Man.
The Sixth Man podcast is where 5 NBA fans select their top NBA squads for the upcoming season.
Each person will take it in turns to pick a team and build their 6-team lineup until all 30 teams have been selected.
This draft has been ordered randomly by the Sixth Man and will snake. Once you pick a team, they become part of your lineup.
One rule, you can only have one team from each division, so players must choose wisely.
So at the end of the draft, each player will have 6 teams, one from each division.
A win for one of your teams is a point for you, and at the end of the regular season, the player who's accumulated the most points will have the number one pick in the playoff draft.
The playoff draft will be a regular draft format where your numbered pick in each round is determined by your league position at the end of the regular season.
But this time round, you're drafting to pick the championship team, no holds barred.
Each of the 5 players gets 3 picks, with the 6th man getting a wild card pick, and there will only be one winner.
Every week, we will deep dive into a division from each conference to catch all of the teams.
And of course, we'll cover the top stories from around the association throughout the season.
So that's about it. We're done. You've got all the details. So let me reintroduce myself. My name is Alex, and I will be your 6th man. Welcome back to the 6th man. And now to find out your starting lineup. At point guard, 5'9" on a good day.
No, 5'10" on a good day. Give me that 5'9". I want it.
We're still running. 5'9" on a good day.
Oh,
he is blue through and through. It is Edison Lasku at shooting guard, residing from University of Hertfordshire. When I met this man, he is a fan of Logo Lillard. He's also 5'9" on a good day. This is not good for the average height in our starting lineup. Jordan, whoa,
Yeah, all for that Dame time. Let's go.
Let's head to our small forward. I know him as Whiskey Wildy. It's the man, the Atlanta Hawks. Let me go again. And now we move to our small forward. He's 6 foot plus, ladies. And that is definitely a good thing. He is Hawks all the way. Is James Wicked Wild Smith at power forward. My man, his midi is so butter. We call him Baseline Bray. It is Matthew Bray.
All that butter, baby.
And now our big man in the middle, coming in at 6'4". Bald man definitely gets paid. It's Matt Harris. I have to do my own introduction. The Asian Adam Silver. I am your commissioner, Alex Ward. But I'm not going to do the echo because that's a bit lame. And welcome to our podcast. I think we should start off giving a little bit of background on how and why we like basketball, because we come from the UK. It doesn't get a lot of support, doesn't get a lot of love. So I'll start with myself. I am a massive Sixers fan. I started watching basketball in 2004. I saw a small guy with tattoos and cornrows, and I thought, okay, that guy's really cool. I'm going to see what team he's on. After a couple of years tanking, and now getting swept in the playoffs, we're back, and I'm excited to have Doc and Hinky's dad on board. So yeah.
as Alex mentioned, my name's Ed. I've been following the NBA now since 2009, 2010, when I started playing basketball in secondary school and decided to get into it. I remember, I'm not sure if you guys remember this either, when I started getting into it, the NBA YouTube channel had the Daily Zap. And I remember watching the Daily Zap every morning just to get an understanding of who the players were and just build my knowledge of the league. And then since then, just started watching documentaries, understanding a bit more, and then watching games. So my first introduction was to watching the NBA Daily Zap every morning. And the old school guy who would do the videos and...
Top 10.
Yeah, that guy. And that's what I'd watch every morning. NBA top 10s or top 5s if there was only 2 games, and the Daily Zap. And for some reason, I just always remember Gerald Wallace having the most points for the Bobcats. I just always remember seeing Gerald Wallace. And it was just a name that always stuck in my head ever, just always watching the NBA.
Another man of cornrows.
Yeah.
Another cornrows.
And yeah, so what's his face? Gerald Wallace is my Allen Iverson.
So no one ever.
You listen. If you can't say that, that's slander. Okay, I'm about to reorder the whole draft thing after that.
So I became a Magic fan in 2014. So I got to go study at the University of North Florida. When I found that out, I found out that my local team was the Magic. So that's when I started supporting them, and it was just after the Dwight Howard trade. So the Magic had drafted top 10 picks. They had 2 top 10 picks that year, Aaron Gordon and Alfred Payton. So it was a fun team to start watching the early years, but yeah, it's been rough until a couple of years ago.
I'm just glad that Alfred Payton finally cut that hair. You know, that hair was.
I will not have any Alfred Payton slander.
Oof.
I will not have any Alfred Payton slander. I know his game sometimes deserves it, but I will not have it. He's one of my OGs, one of the guys I started watching when I became a Magic fan, so I'm not having that. He shoots better than your point guard, Alex, so shut up.
George, move on.
Awesome. My name's Jordan. I've been playing basketball since I was 8. Started really following the NBA in 2012. Actually met up with Alex in university a year later, and then fell in love with the Blazers in 2012. Really, been following NBA ever since.
Logo Lillard.
Dame time, baby. Dame time.
So to find my NBA roots, you have to go back a little bit further than Dame time, straight back to D Rose and the I don't know, did those Bulls teams have a nickname?
08, 09. No, they didn't have no nickname.
They didn't have a nickname.
I'll try and beg it.
The injury team.
Oh,
The
no.
injury Bulls.
I'm not having
Love
that.
Anyway, D Rose and the fan favourite Brian Scalabrine, that's where I got my NBA start. I've been riding MJ's coattails ever since, and we're in dire straits now. So I've transferred all of my love to the boy, Jimmy Butler. I've never been to Chicago. I've only ever seen Heat game. Read into that what you will, but that's about the state of my NBA fandom.
Well, unlike these boys, I'm much newer to the NBA. Started following it probably in about 2018, get more and more into it each year.
Nice.
Don't have a team yet, but as we go through the series, who knows, we might find one for me. Guess let's see what will happen.
I've heard you got a nickname, Matt. You've come up with a nickname. You might not have a team. I've heard you got a nickname.
Well, I didn't come up with a nickname. Eddie came up with a nickname. In fact, I don't know. Let's hear it.
What's the nickname? Someone want to say the nickname?
Lancashire Lambert. The Lancashire Lambert.
I like it.
I hope that doesn't stick. All right.
Lancashire Lambert's fresh set of eyes.
Body?
Absolutely. So, much like Jordan, I've been playing basketball since I was 8. My love for basketball stems from a combination of Space Jam and NBA Street Volume 2 on the GameCube. But then been following the NBA since 2010, much like Ed. Atlanta Hawks fan, tortured for many years. 61 win season was obviously the highlight for me. We got a nice young core, Trae Young. We had a nice off season, so we're going to see what we can do with that.
My voice is gone.